we are alive
And
just
we
like
are
that.
live just like that.
Yes, the two of us, just the two of us. No shade, but yawn. King Carrot viewers, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Kind of
Thrown in.
crawl in, walk in, run in this bitch. Don't come in this bitch shooting though. But
Yes. Don't come in
don't
here
come.
swinging either.
Listen, don't come in this bitch swinging. Do not come in this bitch swinging. But shout out to everybody on this good. Today's Monday, right? It's today
Yes.
Monday.
Yes. Today's
Okay,
Monday.
the weekend was okay. So happy Monday. Shout
And
out to
happy
everybody that's
Monday
going
to
to watch this.
Gemini
Shout out to Gemini
Films.
Films. Shout out to Gemini Films for being here.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
Um, yes,
Appreciate it.
happy Monday. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch this on the playback. Shout out to everybody that's going
Hmm.
to come through tonight. We're back, Key and motherfucking Carrie, where we
Yes.
key.
And we motherfucking carry.
I am Troy,
Okay, man.
and we are back with another live review. Bad Boys Club season 8, ladies and germs. Like
Yes. Yes.
bad. Let
We
me
back.
repeat: Bad Boys Club, Gemini Film,
Yes.
Gemini Films, Bad Boys Clubs. Okay, no shade. That's big
Yes.
shade.
I don't
The
know the other one. No
originators.
shade.
I don't know. Okay, listen. That's
Um,
a that's Celebrity Rehab, but OnlyFans.
OnlyFans
That's
edition.
yes. Celebrity Rehab OnlyFans edition. No shade to OnlyFans
My
people,
God.
but
Yes.
shout out
Also,
to
shout out to Pick and Selby that's also here. Yes.
yes on this good ass Monday.
Pickens, Pickens
On this
plays. Ask me. I'm here for the name. I'm here for the name change.
same.
Yes.
Yes,
Pickens plays.
same. But
But
yes, season 8, Gemini Films, Bad Boys Club, Texas. And
Texas,
motherfucking
yes.
Texas, baby. And they
And
say
Texas,
everything is bigger in Texas.
the girls are flocking to Texas. So I mean, clearly something is going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Something good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Texas. An interesting place. I mean, they do Texas on Bad Girls Club or no?
They did not. They just had a
They
lot of
never did
bad girls
Texas.
from
That's
Texas
crazy.
come
Oh,
through.
yep. Yep. I
So
remember.
this season is it Dallas or are they in Houston?
I think they're in Dallas. Cause
Okay,
one of the two of the guys, remember old boy pulled the one dude aside and was like, "Oh, we from Dallas. We gotta,
got you.
I ain't trying to come at you on a. So yeah.
He pulled
Um,
that. He saw how the Boston boys got treated last season. And was like, listen, we cool, but listen,
yes, he definitely referenced last season with that. Like,
listen, I was
I know
like,
people knew each other last season and they were, they
mm-hmm,
formed a bond off that, but I'm not trying to be
yeah,
on that. I said, okay,
yeah.
let them know.
Yeah, at first I was
But
like, "Ooh, that's kind of shady," but then I was like, "That's good. That's you got. If you playing it smart, like, yeah, we
yeah,
cool, but we're not coming in here as a tag team." So, all right,
right.
shout out to that. But yawn, audience, shout out to everybody in the that's watching right now. Or shout out to two people
Hmm.
that's watching right now. Not me dragging us, a self drag, a
You
good
know,
old
we
self drag.
humble. We stay humble. We humble
Stay
bitches.
humble, so we don't have to get humble.
Exactly.
Okay, but
Exactly.
yawn. Your thoughts, audience. Also, let us know in the comments. What did you guys think of the season premiere of Gemini Films, Bad Boys Club season 8, Texas,
Yes.
baby?
Let us know. Texas. Texas. Um so the first episode entitled Drunken Mistakes. I
Hmm.
don't know if you just said that, but yes, Drunken Mistakes. Very on brand. I said general thoughts. I'm glad that they're in the house now and there are no animals in sight. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe and the neighbors are a good maybe 200 yards
Yes. Yes.
away.
No
No
neighbors in
shade.
sight. No ruckus, no disorderly conduct. Yes. I'm here for it. I'm here for a house. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for the upgrade. We
Facts.
joke, but I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
how Quran puts effort and energy into his work. I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a house now. It's an upgrade.
It
Um,
is.
and
And the
I think
house is a
everybody
really
got a
nice
bed.
fucking house. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yes. Interesting.
as Pick and Sobe has highlighted, I'm glad it looked like a lot of space for them to sleep. Yes, because I was like, where was they sleeping last season? But yeah, I'm glad that they're able to have their own space. But I also said I'm excited to see. I'm just excited to see Texas. I know that we have Chasing Dallas, but yeah, I'm just interested to see like a different version of
Mm-hmm.
Texas, a different take on Texas. See what it's
Mm-hmm.
given. Also like I feel like I don't know about this cast, but I know like Gemini Films tends to work with like younger people, Like it just seems like they're like in their early 20s. So I think it's just interesting to see like Dallas gays in their early 20s versus Dallas gays in their like maybe like late 20s, early 30s on Chasing Dallas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's definitely a difference. I'll say that. Definitely
Mm.
a difference. But yeah, I said the drama this episode seemed more genuine than some of the other series, and no shade to those series. But I don't know. I just feel like I could trace back what happened like on this episode versus like some shows I'm like, I don't know why they're arguing right now. Like I don't know why they got into it. Or I don't know why this person's being so shady, like other than the fact that they want camera time. I feel like on this show it seems a little more like I can trace the drama back to like understand what happened. If that makes sense.
Well, if you don't mind, let me. I'm sorry to cut you off, but no, there was a tussle at the end of the episode, and I was like, "What's going on right now?"
Okay,
Like,
that also had me a little puzzled, but I think I might have known what was going on. We'll get to it, but I think I might have known what was
I said,
happening.
"Nah,
But
that
but
was a
yeah,
lot. Right, we're gonna talk about it.
but yes, let us know your thoughts about your general thoughts in the chat or even in the playback. Let us know how you feel about the episode and your hope for the season. You know what's gonna happen this
Mm-hmm.
season. But yeah, so we open with the opening fight. Um, like any other Bad Girls Club season. Um, how did you feel about this fight? I guess somebody lost their phone and then somebody asked them to, find my iPhone, like, and then they got to thumping. How'd you feel about that?
No shade, no disrespect to anybody, but I feel like certain people on this cast studied a certain personality from last season, and
Hmm.
it's looking like I might have to like fill these shoes that this person from last season kind of not really created. The fight was unnecessary, basically.
Okay.
I don't know why I was wrong with the saying that the fight to me was unnecessary. Fighting over the phone, um, and I feel like they probably had way better fights this season compared to that.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it was a bad fight, but I'm pretty sure they had other fights that could have been like the opening fight. Um, Baby, they was in that kitchen. There was a lot going on. Like,
I said, I said, he said he could have found his iPhone. I mean, he was kind of right though. Like, do you not have an iPhone? Doesn't Android have a Find My iPhone version? Like, if you running around like saying like, "Where's your phone?" Like, do you use like I don't know. I feel like I guess maybe it was the way he said it that like pissed old boy off. But I'm like, did you not look for it on Find My iPhone? Like, but
wait, so okay, so if he lost his iPhone and he didn't, how would was he asking somebody to was he asking to use somebody else's phone to locate his phone or
I thought he was just asking where his phone was, and so he was like, "Oh boy," was like, "Well, just use Find My iPhone because like if you lost your phone, that's a way to find it." But I don't know. It seemed like maybe some tension was already there, and that just kicked off the situation. But
okay. Yeah, I felt the fight was unnecessary.
but yeah, I said that they fight for like the dumbest reasons, but maybe there's more to the story. Like maybe they fought before, or maybe something happened that kind of triggered the tension between them. But
Well, Darian did say that I think the night before the fight that I think Vonnie and Darius got into it. So that's probably
okay,
what led to the fight. That's probably what led to the actual physical violence.
Vonnie and Darius.
Word to
Okay.
uh word to the millionaires from BDC 15.
Actual physical violence.
My bad.
I said I'm old boy wrapped up in that damn blanket. Now I know it's Alex,
Move.
but I was Alex
Mm-hmm.
wrapped in
Move.
that blanket,
Wrapped in that
very
blanket.
much
Wrapped in that baby
unbothered,
blanket.
very
Listen, he needed a blunt or a cup of wine,
yes,
a glass
yes,
of wine.
very
Honestly.
over it. Like, but but yeah, we see the opening fight. They scrap it out. And then we cut to meet the boys. They're getting into the house, like we said. It's cool that they have a house now instead of like an
hmm
apartment, so they have more space. Um, but yeah, the first dude, Diego from New Mexico. What was your first impressions on Diego?
He put up in that Dodge Ram, and I wasn't mad at it. I said, look at that nice ass
And that
truck.
cowboy hat. I
Oh,
said,
and that cowboy hat and the cowboy boots. I said he's definitely dressed like somebody's father.
okay.
But I'm not mad at Diego. I said he got a husband and a side nigga. He lit. Um, he was serving people shots and he was drinking a Four Loco. And I said, no,
He was
Mickey's,
doing
let's
a
see you
lot.
pour me a fresh glass. Like,
I said that.
okay, like,
I said that too. I was
baby, you
like,
got
when
a
he
Four
poured that drink,
Loco.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I definitely need
oh,
to see you pour me a fresh glass. I thought
yes.
Four Locos were banned. Like,
Well, they had to change up the chemistry.
okay.
And they had to change it up. And let me just highlight a couple of people that just stepped in the room. Hey, Blue Devil Babe, thank you for
And
being
shouts to Blue
here.
Devil Babe. The girl
Appreciate
Blue Devil Babe
you.
was in the
Yes,
building.
always with the blue hearts. I'm here for it.
Yes.
Also, Magic User, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back.
Yes.
Thank you for welcoming us. But yes, definitely let us know your thoughts on Bad Boys Club, first episode. Um, the name is Drunken Mistakes if you're just coming in, but yeah, we're just talking about the boys coming in the house. Yeah, I said that Diego's lit, and I did also notice how he just gave him that drink. I said, let me I put that in my notes too. Like, let's get a fresh glass. No Mickey's, no
No,
Mickey's.
Mickey
Like,
C's, okay? Because I don't know you very well.
yes,
Like,
like let me get a fresh glass. But I want my own
mm-hmm.
blunt and I want a fresh glass. That's the two things that I need. Two things that I need in this world: my own blunt
oh,
and a
blunt and a
fresh
fresh
glass,
glass.
baby.
And
I
a
want to see
fresh
that
glass,
glass.
baby. Okay?
Like, but yes, of course, feel free to let us know what you think about the episode in the chat, and then we will go back and read them. Um, yeah, so don't feel like you can't say nothing because we won't mention it. We'll definitely go back and highlight your comment. But yeah, so I said, yeah, like you said, Diego is lit. I agree. Um, yeah, he's doing a lot. I say he's kind of giving case vibes just a little bit, just in the sense that like he's like public enemy number one now. But I don't feel like he's going out of his way to be public enemy number one. I feel like he's just kind of like being himself, and that's kind of pissing people
Yeah.
off.
I feel like he might be like spoiled in his relationship.
Okay.
And it's kind of
Influencing his
spilling over
actions.
into the house. Yeah.
Is he giving a Ripsy T from the first season of Bad Girls Club?
He is giving a Ripsy T. I said it was giving I said he was giving Janae BGC 10, but he's giving a Ripsy T.
Yes, a
Minus
Ripsy
the
T.
minus the attacking his roommates. Minus
Right,
attacking his roommates. Yeah.
right,
It's
right.
giving
But
he's definitely giving a Ripsy.
definitely giving
It
Ripsy.
is.
Okay. But yeah, definitely always had a drink in his hand. Um, I said he said something that I know we've talked about before. The whole
And I
idea
already
of
know what it's coming about. Well, I already know what you about to say. He don't get along with gays. Why are you here, sir? Why is you here?
I cannot. You said as soon as he said, I was like, I had to put in my notes like, why do so many gay men not get along with other gay men? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there are gay men that have a lot of like other gay friends, but why is that such a common thing on these shows? Like, it's like, oh, I don't have gay friends, and it's like, you might be the problem, boo boo. Like, you the common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
But not Magic User. That's what makes him a bad boy. Yes.
Hey, my goodness.
I,
I said, how
yeah.
you got a husband and a side nigga, but you don't get along with gay people? Like, make that make
Right.
sense.
You got yeah. That's what I don't understand. Magic User said, I like Diego at first. I still don't dislike him unless the cameras caught something we didn't. I think he got gaslighted by the homeless
My
not the homeless
goodness.
Latina, my goodness. Yeah, Diego. I mean, I like Diego. I feel like Diego doesn't mean any harm. I feel like, but he did get a little too lit in the very beginning. I feel like he has his ways, but I feel like he's not like trying to like be a bully. But I feel like it's being interpreted as being a bully, especially
Mm-hmm.
when you are in a space where like some people are not really drunk and you are drunk. I feel like that can create like a weird dynamic because it's like
Yeah,
when you're drunk, like when two people are drunk together, it's like we both drunk, we both like lit,
yeah,
we both doing the most. But it's like when you're drunk and I'm not, it's like,
right.
okay, I'm sober or
Yeah,
I'm
calm
not
it the
as
fuck
drunk as
down.
you. Right. Yeah, it gets a little irritating. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
understand where I understand that dynamic, I guess you could say. Um, but Pick and Selby said the reason they don't get along with gays is most likely misogyny. Ooh. So do you think it's given like, oh, like they don't like the femme gays, or is that where you're coming from, Pick and Selby? Let us know. But
It
I just
could
always
be
thought,
like the open relationship. I know like a lot of people frown upon like people having like open relationships or like
yeah,
a third. So that could be like an
an
issue.
issue.
People,
Yeah.
him, or Diego being open with like his sexuality, and people are like, So I mean, that could be one, or this could be Diego being extra as fucking rubbing people the wrong way. So
I could see
hopefully
that.
he figures it out by the end of the season. Like,
I just always got it's crazy to me because like I just feel like being like a gay person myself, like I always want to surround myself with people that I identify with. Like I don't see how like it's almost like if a black person was like, I don't really have black friends like that. It's like, wait, what? Like you don't have any black friends? Like
see,
why not?
when Diego said that,
Like
I was like, that's like me saying I
yeah.
don't have any black friends.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, ooh, that's giving red flags. So I don't know. I don't want to judge him too harshly on that. But let us know what you think in the chat, of course. I see some people coming through. Hey Jaleel, yes. Bad Boys Club producer, yes.
producer,
I
yeah,
saw
shout out
you
to
on the
Jaleel being in the
episode. Shout
building.
out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you saw
Um,
you saw him on the episode, but you wasn't supposed to see him on the episode.
yeah. Well, you know what? It is what it
I be
is. You
living
gotta get
for
the
seeing the
shot.
cameraman. Yeah, I be
Yeah.
living for seeing the cameraman in the
You gotta get
background.
the shot. Yes. Um I at first was like, where's the diversity with the cast? Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
is in terms of what? I mean, I
Probably
do feel like they could
the
have
Hispanics
had
entering the house first. No shade. The
they did
Latinos
have all
entering
the
the house
light
first.
skins come in first, and then they had the,
Mm-hmm.
the dark skinned people come in last. I don't
Had
think that
the
was on purpose, but it
had the
was kind of
melanin
like,
come in. I said,
wait.
ooh.
Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, because it's
Mm-hmm.
another web series where it's definitely giving race wars, like choose your sides. So like I was like, I hope that's not what this is giving. Like I hope they intermix. Then we had one of the Latin
You
boys
ain't
saying
tripping
nigga,
there.
so I was like, oh, this
Mm-hmm.
is this is this is
Mm-hmm.
already starting off very, and
Mm-hmm.
it's Texas, so I'm already just like, this is
Mm-hmm.
this is a lot. But
It's a lot.
yeah, no, they all seem to like come together and like not really having issues yet. But yeah, so let me just go through a couple other things that happened. So yeah, we get introduced to Jacob Dallas. He said he in a polyamorous relationship. They didn't give the ages, which I kind of wish that they did. Like, we don't really know how old these people are. Like, no shade to Diego. Seems cool, but I'm like, I don't know if he's 30 or 23. Like, I don't know what age he is.
He said he was 27.
Oh, did he? Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
when he
damn.
introduced himself.
Well, damn. I should have.
And it's the
'Cause I
same
know
crazy
some of
doll
them.
lady. I'm not even gonna go there. My bad, yeah.
Some of
My
them.
bad.
It seemed like some of them gave their ages, but some of them didn't. But okay, I missed the 27. But okay, he's 27. Okay, that's interesting.
27 with a husband and a side nigga. Or I'm sorry, a boyfriend.
He lit.
I'm
He
sorry.
lit.
He lit.
Um,
Okay.
but yes, okay. So then we're introduced to Jacob from Dallas. He's from Dallas. This is the person I was like, oh, can he get a fresh glass? Because like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you walked in, you already handed him his cup. Like, I need a fresh glass. But anyway,
Exactly.
but yeah, I said no shade, but Jay could have touched up that beer in the confessional. I don't know. There's something about him in the confessional that gives like very Rough Rider tease. And like I just feel like I need him to be a little more, you know. Yeah. I need maybe it's the beer. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I said yeah, that's kind of the only note that I had about him. Did you have any impressions on him coming into the house? I think it's that he
um,
does what he wants. He don't really care.
yeah. He seems cool. I don't know. He wasn't doing a lot, but um, I don't know. It's the first episode. He just kind of has to. I would like to see more from him.
I feel like he's definitely giving Rocky tease from last season. I could definitely
Really?
see. Yeah,
I feel
because
like
he
he's
seems
more like kind
like
of laid back than
he is laid
Rocky.
back, but I feel like he might get to like he will swing if he has to. But I feel like he is very like trying to be like the peace out of everybody in the group. Cause I like the way that he handled the whole situation with Diego. Like the whole misunderstanding about getting into the tub. Cause let's talk about the hot tub situation. Um let's talk about this man stripping butt booty naked and getting
Mm-hmm.
into the hot tub. And I'm just like, how would you feel if you were there at that time? What would be your reaction?
Shit, go for it. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not getting in nobody's hot tub naked. I mean,
Uh,
if it's my nigga, yeah. But just to be in a hot tub in a house full of people, no. But
Would
shout
you
to
have been
Diego.
in the hot tub with your top off though?
Yeah, the top would have been off. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I would take my top off in the hot tub, but no, I'm not getting naked. Um,
I think he
no,
was
I just
doing that to not to cut you off, but I put in my notes. I feel like he was doing that to put figuratively put his dick on the table. Figuratively put his dick on the table. I feel like he was basically trying to show off. Like, it's Bad Boys Club.
I could see
We're
that.
we're we're all trying to get lit. We're all trying to be the breakout,
I could see that.
So I feel like that was his way of being like, let's get this shit lit. Like I'm gonna show y'all really how lit I can get from the very beginning. And I feel like everybody else was kind of like, oh, we not really there yet. Most likely because they were
Yeah,
less drunk and
yeah. Let's drunk.
probably just a little more refined. But
Yeah,
yes, Pick and Selby, he seems to be peacocking. That's what it's giving. It's giving peacocking. You're giving very like big, and I mean, I feel like that's probably who he is, but I definitely feel like it was strategic because I feel like he kind of fell away when like nobody else wanted to get into the hot tub. It also seemed like a test to see who would follow him.
mm-hmm.
And it's kind of crazy because like he ends up in the hot tub with Justice, who comes later, and Justice ends up being, I won't say like a follower, but he ends up sticking up for Diego, and it doesn't really work out for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was interesting how like he kind of like was in the hot tub and like trying to see who else was gonna get in the hot tub and was mad that they didn't want to get in the hot tub. But yeah, got in there, boo buddy naked. We saw his little ass. I was like, okay. Um I was like,
I'm
okay, like
wondering if like Diego must have started drinking as soon as he got to the house. Like I hope he didn't pull up to
I
the
think
house
he
and
got drunk before. I think he
my
pulled up drunk.
goodness.
Which is, you know what? I don't want to say that because he drove there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Because
He was
that's what I'm
definitely,
thinking. Like, baby, you was way too boosted to have been
yeah.
there. Like, unless he was throwing them bitches back. Can we also talk about the way they
Well,
was throwing liquor back this episode? And I see no food in sight, no
no food.
crackers,
No
no
food.
cheese, no
Yeah.
bread.
They could have had
Baby,
something. But yeah, it was
and,
definitely giving. But they all seem like it's crazy because last season, they got drunk as fuck and then they start making
yeah.
out and then they start fighting. This season is more like that's why I wanted to know the ages because I was like, they seem more mature. Like they like talking about taking naps. I'm like, that's something I would do. I've been traveling all day. We're about to take a nap and then maybe go out, that night. So that's,
Yeah.
but like I feel like that's so interesting to me. They seem more realistic, more like chill, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the hot tub thing was definitely something to pinpoint. Definitely going to highlight some comments real quick. Oh, I highlighted that one already. Um, oh wait, Julia, Julia said that wasn't him. Oh, my bad. Sorry. You definitely had a doppelganger on that episode though, because the dude on the camera kind of looks like no shade.
He did.
But hey, shit, Pearl, thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Chef Port, for being
Um,
here. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat.
yes, appreciate you. Pickens plays. I don't know why I keep saying Pickens Selby. Um, Pickens plays says, yeah, I think it's the I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. I'm gay, but I'm not on the same faction. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely giving hierarchy teas. But I don't know. I'm wondering how he gonna blend in with the I guess these guys don't like him. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see who he gets along with. But
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I also put in my notes that Nakai should have been a replacement this season. Nakai should not have done the come up here.
Nakai should have been on Bad Boys Club. I could see that. That
Nakai
would
should have been a
definitely be a
replacement
thing.
for Bad Boys Club.
Pickens Pace also says, yeah, it's very huge focus on the paper bag test. Race war is definitely what I was thinking. I said, Lord, I'm sure someone's anti-black, yeah, I was like, oh, it was the layers. It was Texas, it was the light skins coming in the beginning. It was just layered, but I'm like, okay, nobody's trying it. Everybody seems to be getting along. There's no racial tea going on just yet, um but yeah, he said it quickly in his talking head, but yeah, 27. Okay, yeah, I must have missed that. But yeah. I wonder how old they all are. Like I want to get their ages because I think that's interesting to see how they like in relation to how they act and how they approach certain things. But um I'm assuming you mean Diego, but gives LNG vibes with the pimp hair. He looks unscarred with the goatee. Oh, you're talking about Jacob.
Jacob.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely giving grungy. I was like, does he have a mullet? Like, no shade. I was like, oh, okay, like that's different. The girls go up for a mullet in Chicago, the art scene. So I was like,
And that's
okay,
no
a
shit.
mullet.
But anytime I see a mullet, I think like they haven't washed their armpits in like 2 days. And it's it's good for you. But anytime I see somebody with a mullet, I just feel like you haven't bathed in like 2 days. No shade. So I guess it's kind of on par with what the comments are saying right now. Listen, I'm
I
just
cannot.
saying.
I cannot.
I'm just saying.
Message user said it was sort of weird, but they were acting all orderly, like this isn't BGC or BBC. Yeah, I kind of see that too. Like, I mean, they were acting like real. Like, I feel like if I was in the house, that's how I would feel. Like, let me take a nap. Let me. But I mean, it's turn up time. But like, I guess if everybody's not on that type of time, then it's gonna go a different way. I guess Diego would have probably fit better with the last season. Yes, the girls were uptight this season. I could see that. Um, the Corona box is probably. Although he has followed stuff on although he has although he was follow stuff with that for loco.
He was killing them for locos.
He was fucking them for
Like,
locos up.
my chest hurts for you, Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, the four locos, it was a lot. And they had Henny there too. If you got a mullet, I'm sure you paint no Pickens. It's where's Thundercat 616? Because Thundercat 616 is usually on 10. But I see you have picked up the torch. You have picked up the crown. Cause that is
right where she left off at.
right with this foolishness. But
that's that Briss Brown right there.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway.
But yes, as we move on. As we move on, feel free to like. That's a good way to get us out there, and the more engagement we get, the more the more following and more the more we get put out there. I guess you could say. So, please like if you're enjoying this live. But yeah. So next up is Alex. He's also from Dallas. Did you get his age? Did he say his age? Do you know?
I did not catch his age.
Okay, I don't know if he said his age, but yeah, this is where I first noted, like, okay, all the Latin boys are first up. Like, what's going on? Because as you said, like the first people to come in, like they get first choice on the room. So it's like not all the light skins getting the choice of where they want to be, and then all the darker skin people they got to come in after. But yeah, I was like, okay. I wonder is this gonna make them bond more because they came in first versus like the other people that are coming in. But I said he seemed shy. Like, I don't know. It's not really giving bad boy. I wanted to ask the chat, is Alex giving bad boy? Because Alex is giving drowsy in his confessionals. Like, I don't know.
I said the same thing. Yeah, I think he's just camera shy.
Okay.
It's also the first episode, but in the sense, like if you're a bad boy, you can't be like camera shy, especially if you were in the audition. Your audition tape popped in like his audition tape and his confessionals don't. The energy is different. So I just always kind
Yeah.
of think it's funny when like they do the auditions and it's like completely different than what they portray themselves on the show. So I won't
I
say
said
he's
so.
in over his head, but it's giving that Alex is in over his head right now.
You think so? I can
Baby,
see
he was
that.
wrapped in that blanket when they was brawling. He's in over his head.
I said when he was in confession, I said, "Baby, somebody get her a Red Bull." Cause baby, the drowsiness. I'm like, oh my god, where's your energy? Like, I
It's giving a
need
whole bottle of NyQuil.
yes. It's
Goodness,
giving
like
tired. It's giving 12-hour shift, 14-hour shift. Like I need some rest. But I say he is cute, but he's definitely just giving like he's just there. Like I don't know.
yeah.
He's not really
He
giving
needs a
personality.
bang and like some French tips. He needs
Not a
the
bang.
young tribe, the clackers.
This season could use some more feminine energy. I could see that.
That's what's missing.
I think that's missing.
That is what's missing.
Yeah.
Because last season, like the cast wasn't afraid to shake their ass. Like they were
Yes.
literally in the house the first night. Everybody was shaking their ass. Like this season is so yeah. We definitely need some feminine energy. Where's
Yeah.
Astro? Astro should
Where
have been
is
cast for Bad
Astro?
Boys Club season
Astro
8.
should have been on Bad Boys Club. I could
Take
see
Alex
that.
out and put Astro in.
Yes.
Astro would have got the shit.
Astro would have got it popping. Like
Astro would have got it popping.
already been in a fight on on Chase and Dallas. So yes. Show up in that damn ski mask. Like show up in that ski mask with his crack out. No hold
my
though.
goodness.
Like,
he said, I'm a big ass Trey and I gotta beat this motherfucker. What can I do? I was like, I'm sorry.
no flash hole. My goodness. We're shout out to Chasing Dallas if you watch it. You definitely know what we're talking about. But yes, I said, yeah, is he a bad boy? Is Alex giving bad boy? I don't really think so. But yeah, I said he seems like kind of sensitive, which is fine. I guess it's gonna be interesting to have somebody like that on the show just to see like what their experience is gonna be like versus like somebody that has like a strong personality, somebody that fights.
Is he giving Annie from Bad Girls Club season 4?
I could see that. He's also giving old boy from Bad Boys the Zeus season or the Zeus version.
This season or last?
No, last season. What was the white boy's name? Not
Dylan.
Dylan. He's definitely giving Dylan vibes.
I could see that.
I could definitely see that.
I could see that.
Definitely
Speaking
giving
of William the
vibes.
Baddest, I'm just not realizing, or not just not realizing, but rewatching this episode, Diego kind of gives like a Hispanic version of William the Baddest.
Really?
They could kind of be like,
I don't think so. You think
cheeks and eyes? I see it. They can be like third or fourth cousins, maybe second cousins. I kind of see William the Baddest when I see Diego.
Interesting.
Maybe William the Baddest could be like the fourth or the third that Diego was talking about. So let me put that out there.
But yes, to move right along. We're then introduced to Darian from Buffalo, New York. Also didn't get his age, but yeah, I said my favorite so far. I think he's really funny. I think he has personality, but he also doesn't seem to be like going out of his way to be in the mess. Yeah, I think he's really funny. I think he's cute. My favorite so far. My notes on him. I just said.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say. I said career boy. You know, he's into real estate. Say he owns his own home. I said now they should have had season 8 in his house. Not his house or Real and Bowl, but they definitely should have had season 8 in his house.
Yes, baby.
Since he owns his own home.
No Real and Bowl.
But yes, I wonder what it would give if it was in his house. But
I did say Mr. Darian being a mulatto girl from Buffalo, New York. I caught it. It's in this handle, mulatto. And I said, didn't somebody else just get drafted for going by the name mulatto? And here you come.
Yes, to the point where she literally changed her name. But okay, you didn't get the memo. Okay,
did not get the memo. But
that's the only thing that had me like, what?
With the question mark. From I'm sorry, what is it? From And why? He said, I think Buffalo, New York. And I
Yes,
said, that's
Buffalo.
interesting considering that when Darius came into the house later on, there was like an instant attraction. And I said, I hope this
Yes.
isn't gonna go Spanish what is it, Washington Heights, where the
Yeah.
melanated brother don't
Well,
really
you
care
know,
for the light skinned girl. And
they get it popping in Buffalo. So I don't think Darian is the fighter. I feel like he's more of a like chill type of
okay,
guy. But
lover,
it's
okay.
interesting because I hear Buffalo, they get it popping in Buffalo.
This I just don't want another Calvin and Steven from last season.
Very that. I don't think you think it's gonna go left like that.
I don't see it going left, but just
I
knowing that
thought
he's a
that
mulatto girl from New York, I can see that. I can see it happening. I
you
can see it
already putting that
happening.
on him. But yeah, I think that he's really funny. He also seems a little mischievous, but like in a good kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just he's my favorite so far. Definitely feel free to let us know who your favorite is thus far. But but yeah, I said like as they just continue to be in the house, I said him getting in the nutshell or him getting in the hot tub, but it's cold as hell outside. Didn't it look cold out there? Everybody
It
had
did
their
look cold as
jackets
fuck.
on.
Yes, it
I
did
was
look cold as fuck
like,
outside.
okay, I don't know why you're getting in the hot tub. It's look cold as hell outside, but yeah, I said he was trying to show off, putting his dick on the table basically by getting in a damn hot tub, um, ass naked. But then we get introduced to. I'm sorry, did you have anything to say? Because I don't know. I don't want to be speeding through, but
Oh no, no. We're
any
talking
okay.
about Darian.
Yes. So
No, I'm good.
after Darian comes in, Justice comes in from Atlanta or Georgia. Um, and I said, okay, giving model. I like how this season has a diverse group of different people. Like it's just like
Mm-hmm.
a different types of people. Like you have a
Mm-hmm.
partier, you have like more of the chill, laid back, you have like a model, you have real estate. So you have all these different types of people.
His
Um,
headshots were fire too. Like his
his headshots
cheekbones,
were
his
fire.
jawline, his facial
Yes,
structure is kind of giving oh boy from Xavier from not Love
I
After
could see
Lockup. Oh
that.
my god, the
I
Heights.
love after like the
Was it the
height.
Heights?
Yes,
Yes, the
the
Heights. Shout
height.
out to the Heights. Yes.
Yeah, I was here for it. What I was not here for was that dry mouth and confessional, which I know people have already pointed out,
That
but
cotton
I just
mouth.
had to. Yes, I
That
said
cotton mouth.
that is like something that makes me want to throw a chair through a window. Like whenever
Mm-hmm.
I see like the little like
The
what it
foam.
is
Mm-hmm.
salt. It's like your body trying to like push out the salt from your body, like because you're dehydrated and your mouth is dry. But like,
My
I just hate to
goodness.
see the white. It just makes me like sick. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, they were wrong for not letting him correct that. You know, production.
Mm-hmm.
Jaleel, was you there? You should have let that boy know. He had that damn white crust, that damn salt on his mouth.
mm-hmm.
Um, but yes, yeah, he seems cool. He has like a good fashion sense, I guess you could say. Um, but how did you feel about the whole situation between him and oh well, I guess I'll wait till he's introduced. But how did you feel about him?
Justice. I said, it's time for justice. Shout out to Matt TV. It's a deep cut, but I like Justice so far.
Hmm.
He didn't come into the house doing too much. Honestly, he got caught up with Diego, and that's when he got
He did.
kind
Was he
of
giving follower vibes?
not really giving a follower, but I felt like he thought that Diego was being gamed up on, and he didn't know
Okay,
the I
the
guess
whole
situation we
situation.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I feel like that's why he jumped in. But then it's crazy because Diego ended up flipping on him or they ended up getting into it. And I was like,
yeah.
see, she just sat there and ate your food, Justice. But
He
he's
really should
handsome.
have.
I like him. I like
Yeah,
him
I
so far.
think he seems okay. Like I do feel like he was trying to get into the drama, like with the whole like I don't want to room with Diego anymore. Like I'm like to me, I didn't understand why he turned on him so quickly. Like to me, it was kind of confusing. Like I don't know why he all of a sudden was so offended that he went from defending him to being like I don't even want to be in the same room as you. So I'm like okay, um, I don't know. I didn't get it,
My
but
goodness.
but yeah, like I said, I like his fashion sense. I feel like he had the best fit coming into the house. Like he had the leather jacket, the I think it was like a almost like a muted like dark green like button up, and then he had like these like
Okay.
forest type pants. He also had a Kango on, which definitely gives me my granddaddy
Uncle.
vibes. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it gives granddaddy vibes because my granddad wears Kangos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
You having a Kango, you can throw down on the grill. That's like an
yes,
undisputed fact.
yes.
Undisputed
I
fact.
don't. Do you think he can throw down on the grill though?
He's in a Kango. He better be able to throw down on the grill. And if it wasn't, then him getting popped in the mouth is justified for him having on that Kango. Like, don't
Oh
have on a Kango if you plan on the grill. Like, we don't do that. You
no.
know what? I redact that. Let me redact that before I get popped in the mouth. So, my
Not off
bad.
in the mouth, but let me highlight a couple comments. I realize it's been a minute, but even their answers for why they're bad boys didn't make sense. Yeah, I also didn't think it made sense. I mean, I guess everybody has a different like reason for why they consider themselves a bad boy.
Yeah,
Troy, okay, so
they're
what do you think is a bad boy? Since we're
good question,
since that's in
Jan. A
question.
bad boy
Yeah.
is somebody that is sure of themselves. Like they say something
Okay.
and they stand firm in it. Like if you say I march to the beat of my own drum, I'm my own person. You get on the camera and you're your own person. You don't follow behind anybody, bitch.
Okay.
If the house is going out and you want to stay in the house and you sleep, bitch, you sleep. A bad boy is somebody that is financially responsible. A bad boy is somebody that is compassionate, empathetic, but like I said, also holds his own. Like a bad boy does not take any bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
A bad boy is a fucking go getter. A bad boy is a hustler. A bad boy is a grinder. A bad boy is somebody who um, is respectful, but they don't have a problem like putting you in your place. They know the difference between rude and or obnoxious and like respectful. So this is
Okay.
me. I find those are the qualities and the traits that like a
I
bad
have
boy
a
has.
I have a different take, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think I think a bad boy to me is somebody that does what they want, but almost I wouldn't say like a bad boy is a bad thing, but I feel like it's almost like you do what you want all the time and you don't really have you're not as responsible as you should be, maybe. And like your lack of
Okay.
caring is a little more it's a little detrimental, you know?
Ooh.
Like I don't know. I don't want to make it seem like being a bad boy is a bad thing, but I feel like it's almost like you have things that you want to work on. I mean, we all have things that we need to work on, but I feel like your anger or your attitude or your like something
Yeah.
there is kind of hindering you or holding you back.
See, when I think like bad boy, I'm gonna say like a bad girl. I think of somebody like Jayla or Kat, who was with the shit, but they were more so like,
To me, that's more of
um,
like a I don't know. I don't think of that as like a bad girl. I feel like a bad girl is more because I think of like the original like Bad Girls Club. I think of somebody who can be like confident and strong and like ambitious and all
okay,
of that. But I feel like Bad Girls Club, like I feel like the reason they were there was because they had issues that they needed to work out. Like they had issues with their temper or they were spoiled or they were sheltered and they needed to they had some growing to do, I think. And this experience was supposed to help them grow, and I feel like that's similar to Bad Boys Club, where it's like they're on this show, they all have something that they need to work on, whether it's their patience, whether it's trying new things, whether it's, all of those things. But I think they all kind of are letting, they're all kind of letting their attitudes get in the way of them, if that makes sense. So I like how we have different views on what bad
okay.
boys are. But yeah, let
I
us know
think
what you think in the
I,
comments and in the chat. What y'all think
I
bad
guess if you
boys,
would have asked me in
what a
like
bad
my
boy
twenties,
is.
like yeah, if you would have asked me in my twenties what I thought like what a bad boy was, or my definition of a bad boy, I probably would have said somebody here that was a bit reckless, like
Okay.
irresponsible. But I guess now in my age, I'm thinking of somebody that's just like I don't know, not I guess mature. Like a bad boy,
Hmm.
but they have like a kind of mature, more I guess like a mature standpoint, where
I always felt
more
like
mature outlook.
I always felt like a bad boy is something that you grow out of. Like it's a phase that you like, oh, you were a bad boy in your like 20s. Like you would consider yourself a bad boy. But like after a while you kind of grew and like matured into something else.
Okay,
I
see,
don't know.
I think like I think after a certain point you should stop considering, or after a certain age you would stop considering yourself like a bad boy. You would keep like maybe like
Mhm.
the bad boy, like maybe like the drive
Yeah.
or
Like
just like
being
that.
ambitious, being,
Yeah, but just like the actual like I'm lashing out or I'm getting drunk and I'm fighting. I don't think. I think that basically Natalie, like baby,
yes.
you can be a bad girl, you can
Okay.
produce, but you don't have to be in a drama to like be an actual bad girl, especially not at your big
Yes.
age.
For real.
My
Also, I want to shout
goodness.
out homosexual. Thank you for being here. Made it to the
Yes.
live.
Thank you for
Yes.
being here.
Here for it. Magic User said, I agree with TTB. I need a rest record and some mugshot for starters. Shout out. Oh, I don't know about that. That's a little too messy for me. Like, that's leaning towards the ID channel, which I don't know I want to get into.
Yes. Fucking Fresh
Um
48.
Yes. They also said he thought he would find allegiance with the other black dude, and that didn't happen. You talking about justice? I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But I didn't think that. I don't know. I kind of also felt like D was doing a lot. Like I felt like if you like y'all all just got here, so to me it's like kind of weird that you're already claiming this space. Like I get it, this is where you're gonna be, but like don't nobody pay no bills. We all just got here. I don't know. I feel like he didn't want to give him the room because he just didn't like him, like off rip. Like I feel like he didn't like him, and I feel like he rubbed him the wrong way. And he was like, "I don't want you in my room, so let's just wait till the not the replacement, but the last guy gets here, and we'll see like who gets the room or whatever." Because
And the
otherwise, I'm
last
like, why
nigga,
not?
I was gonna say the
What?
last nigga on his winter shit from BDC
Oh, showing up the next
16.
day,
Yeah,
like.
taking all day to show up. But homeboy, get your ass in the house so we can get this shit started.
Right. Let's get this
Goodness.
motherfucker moving. Matthew User also said I lean towards don't mind. Yes. Don't mind's definition. I know you corrected yourself. But yes, I would expect someone in their 30s to not be that ignorant or a boy. Yes. I feel like once you hit a certain age, you're a man. And I don't
Mhm.
think a bad man is a that's not a thing. I think a bad boy is a thing, but you can't be a bad man. Like you grow into a man and you leave that behind. But bad boy to me is destructive, but not reckless, confident without need be, confrontational when it comes to having fights, swing first, get answers laughter. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's almost like a type of person that's like you have good characteristics of being a bad boy, like being confident and
Mhm.
not letting your insecurities or things like that hold you back, even though like some bad boys do have insecurities. I think it's having like the drive to like be yourself and be out there, but also like you also have issues that are preventing you from reaching your maximum potential, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I totally agree. Pickens plays. I didn't like D or understand his definition. Yeah, like I feel like he was basically trying to say like the I guess because Justice had already chosen his room, and that left the roommate to be like whoever was coming in last. I felt like D felt like, well, that was his spot. And so you're taking his spot because you already chose your room. So just stay in there, if that makes sense. But honestly,
Mhm.
the only thing to me that really makes sense is the fact that he just doesn't like Justice and didn't want him in his room. And maybe thought that the last dude would be, I don't know, funnier, interesting, cuter. I don't know. Like I feel like he was kind of holding out on like who the last dude might be, which you pointed out off camera is kind of ironic because they end up getting into it. They were the opening fight.
Yep.
So it's like be careful what you wish for, I guess.
Mhm.
But but yeah, I don't know. D I guess that leads to D, who is introduced after Justice. D, he's from Atlanta, which I said was funny because he gives Atlanta, just in the way that he talks, the way that he presents himself, even the way he looks. I feel like he gives like
Yes,
classic
he
Atlanta
looks
dude.
like Pyro from Come
Um,
Up Atlanta.
yes, he gives
He looks
very,
like
very
Darian.
Atlanta dude. I wonder, was he born and raised there? I don't remember if he said he was, um, but yeah, I said, yeah, he's definitely cute, very laid back, has somewhat good energy until like the whole situation with Justice. We'll get to it, but
Mhm.
yeah, I said he's cute. I can see why I can see why he got Darian's eye. It was
Mhm.
interesting to see the whole situation because I felt like it was genuine and it was cute. Like it was kind of adorable, especially to see Darian kind of like get awkward and like almost like nervous because he was around D and
Got
he
that
found D
schoolgirl crush.
attractive. Right? Like when they was sitting on the bed, I was like, this is definitely giving like middle school after party vibes. Like, you about to have your first kiss, girl? Like, this is definitely giving that, but I thought it was cute. And it made me like Darian like a lot more just because he was vulnerable enough to show that he was like nervous and like thought he was cute. And I mean, D seems to also be into him too, so it seems like we have like a little romance blossoming. Hopefully it don't go left. Just don't make out on the first night because we see what happened last season when that happened.
Just don't have the house because you're gonna end up whooping them at a
don't have the house. Don't have the house. Platonics only. Well, maybe not platonics only, but don't have the whole house. Okay. But yes. But yeah, I said he gets Atlanta. I said Diego got too drunk too quickly. And I kind of highlighted what I said earlier, like when you're drunk in a room with sober people, or when you're sober in a room with drunk people, it's just never mixes. It's like oil and water. Like drunk people annoy sober people, and sober people are never turned or lit enough to match like the drunk person's energy. So yeah, I feel like Diego was just on a different type of tip. But yeah, I also just feel like
he was on that poly tip. My goodness,
he was on that poly tip. Definitely. I mean, his husband and his boyfriend did tell him to go have fun. That's why he got his ass butt naked and got in that jacuzzi. Like, I also feel like he's kind of giving Kristen energy from BGC 5. Shout out to BGC.
Kristen was always had her tits out. Always in the pool naked.
Right. Just didn't know any better. Like, you don't think that they're doing it to be like an asshole. They just don't know any better. Like, so I kind of get that spoiled vibe that you said earlier. But yeah, they, I guess the first issue, I guess, is Diego trying to get in the pool and I guess getting like a little annoyed that nobody else wants to get in the pool. I was kind of here for Jacob on that. Like, I'm like, well, I'm not about to do nothing that I don't feel comfortable doing. Like, if you want to get butt naked and get in the pool, that's you, or get in the jacuzzi, that's on you. I'm keeping my clothes on for now. I don't know you like that. Like, so yeah, like I was kind of here for Jacob kind of like asserting his boundaries and being like, yeah, that's not what I'm into, so I'm not doing that.
How did you feel about Jacob? I don't know if we talked about this, but how did you feel about Jacob saying nigga? Because the Hispanics, the Latinos came in the house saying nigga.
I did touch on that a little bit earlier. I wasn't here for it. To me, it's always very jarring just because, like, I don't know, the people I surround myself with and like just the stuff that I like consume, like content wise, media wise, I don't really be getting into that type of stuff. So when I hear it, it's very jarring. But like, yeah, I was just like, yikes.
Oh, it's like watching South Central Baddies and they be dropping that slur.
True, they be dropping a couple slurs, so I should be used to it after I watched South Central Baddies. But yeah, like it was like, ooh, it was cringy because it was just kind of like, ooh, baby.
And you know what it's giving.
And you in Texas? That's a whole nother context.
It's given that he only creep with black man on the low. That's what it's giving. Now, I ain't gonna put that on that man, but that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. He said he do hair. He said he do braids. I'm like, no offense. But if he was not from the motherland, I mean, we are from the no.
Is he giving a Veronica Vega tea from Love and Hip Hop?
Yes, Miami. Yes. Ogre asking like, you black? We all black.
I'm black.
You black?
I'm absolutely black. Like,
he said he do braids. And I was like, okay, Jacob.
Yeah, I was like, that threw me off.
No, yeah, baby.
Honestly, but if I'm gonna be honest, outside of that, he didn't rub me the wrong way. I did feel like he was kind of chill, but that rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm already kind of like, I don't really know about you. But yeah, outside of that,
well, you know what? Yeah, you say nigga, you not black. That's no.
I get it. Yeah. But yeah, I said, he got drunk too quickly. And then I'm surprised that Diego didn't pass out at this point. Like, once they started talking, everybody gets there. Yes. No shade. That might allegedly be alcoholism. Cause baby, the way I said, if I was this drunk, like every time you see me, I have a drink in my hand, bitch, I'm gonna be passed out. I need a nap.
Pass out. Yeah.
You need
I'm
a
gonna be
nap
on
more than
my
anybody
ass.
else. Like
Like he was moving
for
through that
real.
motherfucker with that hot ass cowboy hat on his
Right.
head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think he was built for that.
Yeah, I
No
was just
shade.
like, I would have passed out by then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Mm.
I said they all wanted to go take naps. And Jacob definitely needed the biggest nap out of everybody. He definitely needed a nap. Um,
He was
I
a
said
bit
it's giving
cranky.
the nice boys club because everybody just seems to be getting along. I mean, like outside of Jacob or outside of Diego, everybody seems to just be getting along. They all want to take naps before they go out. I feel like that's a responsible thing to do. Um, and
I
yeah,
was also trying to figure out Jaleel or if any producers, production, if y'all are still in the chat, Jacob's truck are they using his truck for transportation to get to and from the club and grocery shopping? What's the
my
tea on that?
goodness, maybe,
Because he drove and then I saw that Alex pulled up in his car. So like somebody's gonna be designated driving. Like
maybe. Well,
what's
don't piss
going
him
on with this
off. He
vehicle?
gonna have to go get groceries. Shit,
Go get groceries and
like.
never come back. Listen.
Magic user said there was no assigned roommate at all. He probably didn't like him, but like, why not just say that and throw sucker punches? That's true. I kind of feel like it's kind of interesting to me because it's also giving like Robert Rates a little bit. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's almost like you
Facts.
know who to try, you know who
Yeah.
to press. Like you're not gonna give the same energy to somebody
Yeah.
else. But yeah, because I don't think Justice was on. I mean, Justice was kind of on some fighting shit because he was like removing his, his little flannel or whatever, and like acting like he
Mm-hmm.
was about to fight. But I really didn't give like to me, it didn't seem like he was really gonna fight. Like it just seemed like an argument, but it could have been like worked through. They didn't have to fight.
Yeah.
But then I kind of see being an Atlanta nigga, like I kind of see D being like ready, like bitch, you taking your shit off. What you want to do? Like I'm now we
True.
talking like if you want to go there, we can go there. But I don't think that it needed to get there. Like and D seemed more laid back, so I feel like maybe he could have like pacified the situation. But I think it goes back to him just not liking Justice and not wanting him in his
Yeah, I
room.
see that.
But picking his play said Damon and Troy, would you who do you think will be in charge of the girls and who do you think is trying to be? That's a good question,
Ooh,
Pickens
very good
plays.
question.
Definitely feel free to answer in the chat as well. But I don't know, that's an interesting question. Right now, it's going to be I think it's gonna be D. I think D is gonna be in charge of the girls.
Really?
I think D is gonna be in charge of the girls, and I think maybe
I think Diego is trying to
ooh,
be in charge of the girls.
I
And
think
for some
Diego
reason I feel
is.
like the mulatto from Brooklyn, New York, Buffalo, New York, excuse me, is
Ooh,
gonna be in charge of the
okay.
girls.
So you do you think D is just gonna do his own thing?
Yeah. I think D is just there to fight, honestly. Like
Well, the ones that fight usually tend to get the like, you know, they usually be the ones that end up in charge of the girls.
true, but Case was kind of like
Because
Case
Case
was
fights.
Case does fight, but was Case in charge of the girls last season? Like he whooped the house, but was he in charge of the girls?
I think he was making things happen. I think he was the main influence in the house. He was the
Okay.
main one that was making shit happen. I'll say.
True. True. Okay.
So and
So
like
yeah,
I
I
feel
see
like
Darian being in charge of the girls.
okay, so like kind of like the breakout star, if you will.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see Darian being in charge of the girls. I feel like Darian gives good energy. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he seems like he could be messy, but at the same time, like in a good way. Like he seems like
Yeah.
he's a key, but like not like doing too much. Like he seems like
Trey
and he
Howard
also seems
messy.
like not as messy though. Not as messy. I'm sorry. Not as
Not
messy.
as messy.
Shout out to Chasing Dallas, but yes,
Yes.
not that messy. But definitely on that type of time. Like definitely giving like fun energy.
Okay.
But yeah, I could definitely see him being in charge of the girls. I don't see people following him, like doing things that he like what he says goes, but I do feel like people will like him and bond with him
Mm.
mostly. Cause like when they were fighting, when D and Justice get into the damn fight, he I was like, not him pulling D off to the side and then sitting on his lap. I'm like, not you taking this opportunity to get close to this man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
He
said,
jumped
this
on
is
it,
like when you
baby. Not you straddling the bull in the middle of the
right.
fight.
I
Listen.
said this is like when you at the let out with trade and you like, you know what? I need you to calm down because they just got into a fight or they about to get into a fight and you trying to calm them down. Um, that's what this was given for me.
You is such a
So
good rat.
like
You is such a rat. Okay.
my goodness. Oh, it's a rat bitch. Yes, I'm sorry.
Can we also talk about fucking Justice's mouth leaking everywhere and his blood being on Darian's
Yes.
face?
Oh
Like,
my god. That
that
was
was
so
too much
gross.
blood for me.
I was like, see, this is why I would never break up a fight. Like, baby, y'all need
Mm-mm.
security. Cause I'm not
Yeah.
about to, I'm not
Have
about to
bodily
get
fluids on me
bodily
and you
fluids
be
on my
getting
face.
punched.
Yeah,
No.
that
Baby,
was
it
a
was
lot.
given when it was given Baddies West when Scotty popped Razor in the mouth and
Oop.
Razor's mouth was bleeding and she was all in Natalie's face. Like, girl, go spit. Like, get up on
Yeah,
my goddamn face.
it's too
Like,
much.
that was
Yeah,
too much. And, I can only tolerate so much, of
yeah.
that. Before
Was that the only hit that connected? I feel like that one hit, like, is that what bloodied his mouth? The first hit?
I could be wrong, but I think the first hit Justice was bleeding from the left side of his mouth, I think, and the right side. And the first hit was to his right side of the mouth. So he might have got popped twice.
Okay, because no shade, like I do feel like D looks like he can fight just by like the way he was fighting Justice, but like it was kind of given like like a like a cartoon
Yeah,
fight, like it was kind of given
a cat
like
fight. They was
a
fighting
cat
real
fight a
fast,
little bit.
baby.
But yeah, I was wondering like, damn, because I know that first hit, like he definitely connected.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, Magic User said wasn't no assigned rooming at all. Oh, I already read that one. Um, I don't know. He met him for all of 10 minutes talking about he catching feelings. Like what? That was also the thing that was like, wait, what? Like, are you attracted to him, D, or are you catching feelings? Because those are two different
Mm-hmm.
things. I would have just said I'm attracted to Darian, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like obviously like we just talking, like we just met each other. We just met each other. Shout out to
We
Hershey
judge.
Core.
Shout out to Mother Hershey LaCour. Yes, we just
Like,
met each other. But I think it
we
was
just
just like the
met.
nerves that kind of like got the best of him.
Yeah.
And he would say, like, I'm attracted to you, or yeah.
He said we use both cars.
It was okay.
Okay.
No shade, but were they reimbursed for gas? You ain't gotta tell us in the chat. Were they reimbursed for gas though? Because baby, y'all audition for
DMs.
Bad Girl 7. Y'all can use my car. Shit, listen.
The mileage, baby. Like, oh my
Listen.
god. But that user said he only removed his final after D pushed him. Oh yeah, I forgot that he pushed him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why D was trying him like that. Like I guess he just really didn't want him in his room. I don't know. But
Because D want to be Case. No shade. That's how I'm feeling
ooh,
right now.
okay.
What's his name? Not DeAndre. Demetrius.
Wait. I'm sorry. Magic User said, didn't D have the nerve to say that he was a spiritual healer working or something, or worker or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, shouldn't your energy be a lot better if
A lot better.
you
Baby, he putting the hands on
like
people. Ain't that what a spiritual healer does? They putting their hands on
he
people.
laying hands, baby.
Ignorant.
But he
And
ain't
that
healing
is
no
not no type of
wounds.
spiritual work. Listen,
Like,
that is not some type of spiritual work I want. Well, what Dom tell Tommy? I can't get no work you got.
right? I can't
No,
get no
ma'am.
word. Baby, I'm on unemployment. I can't get no word. I'm on
Oh my
disability.
gosh.
Like,
Lay
but
off,
yes.
baby.
But yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel like I kind of like D, but I feel like D did the most at the end. It was just at the
Mm.
very end. It was like, why did you pick this fight with Justice? Um, but yes, Pickens play said, not all the blood flinging with all the possibility of wounds. No, ma'am. Yeah, I'm like, once
It's too much.
blood and shit starts, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
little
too
too much.
much.
Yeah, that one hit. I was like, damn. Um,
No, power right to kisser.
anyone else catch the boring, sleepy one? Push just yes.
I
Oh my
did
god,
see
I
that.
wanted to say that. Yes, that is in
I
my notes. I noticed Alex pushed Justice. I was like, it was weird because he was standing right next to Justice, almost like Justice had fell into him. But I'm like, why, if they're fighting, why are you so close to them? Like, why
right.
are you, if you don't want to be in the mess, like, stand back. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's like he pushed him. I was like, yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. I'm not really feeling Alex like that. Like, I feel like he could be cool, but I feel like he kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Especially even with Diego. I feel like he didn't have
Mm-hmm.
a problem with Diego until
Jacob
Jacob had a
was
problem.
like, "Oh, he's drinking too much. We should
Yes,
like."
because that's when all the whole why your hands up? It's like I don't think he was trying to like I feel like he was just
Mm-hmm.
talking with his hands. So it's like little things like that where it's like, okay, you see that this is public enemy number one, so you kind of want to like also jump on that bandwagon.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, why did you push Justice? Like that was
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary. Um, especially given he was already leaking. Like I don't think D need no help in that department. Um did you expect them to fight once they had like got into it over the room?
No, I thought it was just gonna be an argument, but
I also
yeah.
thought it was just gonna be an argument. When he popped him, I was like, "Ooh, damn, okay." Yeah. I feel like it goes back to the whole idea of like how some people handle conflict. Like some people just
Mm-hmm.
fight. Like they just really don't. It's very casual to them.
Yeah.
Like they fight for sport. Like it's really no
Mm-hmm.
big deal for them. And then other people, it's like, okay, we can have an argument and then like not fight. Like it could get there, but like, if it's just a misunderstanding or something we can work through, we gonna work through it. But
Right.
um,
Yeah. He took it to that stream and popped that man right in the mouth.
yeah,
Mm.
I felt kind of bad for him. I'm like, he just wanted to switch rooms. Like, damn. Um, but yeah, he laid them hands on him, User. My goodness. Um, a supreme follower. Is that Alex?
Yeah. That's what
I'm
it's
not gonna
giving.
lie. Alex kind of gives a little follower energy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
I
I
knew they
wonder
was
if
gonna.
oh,
I
sorry
knew
to
they
cut you
was.
off, Ron.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna read this comment. What were you gonna say?
I would just wonder if I wonder if Justice is gonna get his lick back from on Alex. In the words of Razor, get your lick back. I wonder if that's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
In the words of Nicki Minaj, I knew I was always gonna get my thick. I knew I was always gonna get my lick bag. Ass and thighs is where I'm thick at. My goodness, I have to put in a Nicki Minaj quote.
We haven't had
So
one in a minute, so thank you for that.
yes,
We haven't had a nigga reference in a minute. So thank
um,
you.
but yes, but we're not Barbs though for sure.
Not Barbs, no, absolutely not Barbs. No.
But but yeah, they get into a fight. Um, they fight multiple times. It kind of cut off towards the end for the second fight. Um, but yeah, I said, damn, one fight in and they ain't even gone out yet. Like,
Very true.
and it was like a fist fight, like a fight. Like, like the
Mm-hmm.
last season, it was like they just got into a little argument and then it kind of dissolved. This season, like they got into like a fight, like off rip. So that's kind of crazy to me. Um,
Oh, and I think they did. They had went out before. Wait, last season did they go out, or did they get into the argument before they went out, or is that after they came back from the club?
I thought it was after they came back from the club, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, at least
Yeah.
they went out before they got to it this season. They can't even settle on the rules before they start scrapping. Like, god
Right.
damn.
Right. Yeah. It's fighting over a bed. And that in a tale as old as time. Like fighting over somebody's bed, fighting over some space. But I also said oh yes, I said in my notes, not Darian using this opportunity to get close to D. I love a strategic bitch. I
Mhm.
love a strategic bitch that just seizes the opportunity So that's another just like point in my book for Darian. But
But don't come popping in my lap if you got blood on your face. Like that's what
yeah,
we're not about to do.
yeah, that was a
That's
little
what we're not about
that
to
was a
do.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Yeah, happy to be back. Happy to have just another show to cover. Still covering Chasing Dallas, of course. But yeah, let us know what you think of the episode. We'll be around for a little bit just to kind of talk about the episode and the people. Again, let us know who your favorite is because you know, yeah, if you let us know your favorite just to see or your least favorite, whoever you know don't really fuck with like that, let us know. Who's rubbing you the wrong way the most right now, Troy? As
D
a
as of
matter of
right
fact.
now.
Okay. I could see that.
Yeah.
I would probably have to say honestly, I would probably have to say Alex. I would say Alex.
See, I forgot
Alex
about
is
Alex.
yeah, I feel like Alex is definitely giving like kind of a choosy hoe, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, kind of like picking and choosing. Like, I don't know.
I ain't have to call a bitch a choosy hoe in a minute. Shout out to that.
Yes. But yeah, he's definitely picking and choosing. I don't know. I feel like I just don't like when people have an issue with somebody. Like they wait until like another person has an issue and then they want to hop on that. Like if you have an issue with somebody, just like confront them by yourself. You don't need a team or anything like that. But I don't know. I'm still open to everybody. I'm not gonna lie. Not too much on the bars though. All we said was that we wasn't barbs.
We not barbs.
Because you know we quote Nicki all day long.
But we are barbs.
We not barbs. But you know, I love Nicki, but I'm not a barb. I can't take that step. But shout out to them.
Damn it, nobody fucking with Diego.
I would hate to spam the chat. No, please don't spam the chat with unicorns. We don't need that, you know. We already struggling as a channel as it is. No, I'm playing. We don't need that to take us out. But Diego. So is Diego your fave Blue Devil babe or your least fave? Because I could see him being your fave because he getting the shit lit, but I could also see him being your least fave because he doing the most. So I don't know.
He was nigga in the hot tub though.
Right?
I wonder if he's gonna bring his boyfriend and his husband to the house for the night. That would be interesting.
I don't know. But you know, I feel like this season needed some West Coast energy for sure. I wonder how that would have mixed into this season. Because they're in the South. They're in Texas. Of course they have the East Coast in the house. But I wonder what a West Coast person would have gave in the South.
That would have been interesting.
Right?
That would have been real interesting.
Magic User said, I don't like Jacob or D. Alex is a non-motherfucking factor. Yes. You a non-motherfucking factor, bitch. Yes.
Don't rip my shit up, Evelyn. Yeah. Baby, I think I'm about to go watch that season of
Basketball Wives, baby. I think it's still on Netflix. But yeah, Magic User, yeah, okay, don't like them. Yeah, I mean, Jacob saying nigga to me rubbed me the wrong way. D trying to fight Justice for really no reason, knowing that I don't really think he gives fighter like that. I feel like because it's one thing, like if y'all both with the shit, y'all both want to fight. But I don't know. To me, it just seemed like it was just out of nowhere and for no reason. Like y'all didn't really have to fight. And it kind of made you look like a bully or the aggressor because like you really didn't need to do that. But yeah, it seemed like you was trying to prove yourself, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Alex is a non-factor, but I feel like he's gonna try to be a factor. Like he's gonna try to do things that are gonna irritate me and like hide behind people, if that makes sense. But Diego is your least Blue Devil babe. Okay, I can see that. He is doing the most. With his drunk ass. My goodness.
Right.
On that for a loco though. I'm like, I ain't seen nobody drink for a loco in a minute. Jesus.
Right. I thought for a loco was like at least a 2010 drink. Like 2010, 2011, like baby.
It's the caffeine and the alcohol for me. Like it's it's those two for me. But I'm gonna need Jacob to get rid of those yes, those January 6th gas station shades. Yes, where were you on January 6th? I was like,
See? Mm-hmm.
these fake news as shades.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Told you it's
why
giving
are
that
you wearing these shades?
he loving a
Yeah,
brother down on the low. But
my
you
goodness.
know
I
what? Let me
also
stop
peeped
putting that
that
on that young
pickings.
man.
But
He is
I
down
like
in Texas saying
Diego.
nigga though, so
True. At least he had a hard ERT. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At least it's not a hard ERT yet. But I like I like Diego the most out of the given. Not sorry, but my answer is above. My answer above for reason. See my answer above for reasoning. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Diego is getting the shit lit though. Like I feel like he is starting shit, but like not in a necessarily bad way. People are trying to pay him to be a bully. I don't think he's being a bully because I feel like oh boy could have just been like, bitch, I'm going to bed. Like,
right.
relax. Like, I'm sleep. Like, but he got up. So it was just like, if you didn't want to get up, why did you get up? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you could have
He
went to
got up to
sleep,
push justice though, but he want to get in the hot tub.
There we go. He pushed just he had the energy to push justice, but he had the energy to tell oh boy that he wanted to take a nap.
He want to get in the hot
But
tub. Mm-hmm. Choosy
so
hoe.
yeah, there we go. Hey Spicy Original, thank you for being here.
Hey,
Glad you were
shout to
able
girl Spicy
to
Originals in the
catch us
building.
on this good Monday. Hopefully everybody had a
Mm-hmm.
good a day, you know, whether you was at work, whether you wasn't at work.
Hopefully you guys had a good weekend.
Yes, good weekend. Hopefully you're able to
Coming off a good weekend.
unwind. Or you know, if you are at work, hopefully this is getting you through. But yes, appreciate everybody for being here. Definitely leave a like. But funny that you say that. Funny that I say what? Because we done said some things on this review. I'm just
The
saying.
heart ERT. You know what? Let me stop.
Ooh, okay. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. Julio shut up. Oh, okay. I can't say I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It was given, it was serving Joe dirt teas. Okay.
That's what it was. Okay.
And you know
That's
he got the mullet. So it's kind of giving a Florida tea.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Texas tea. It's definitely giving a
Mm-hmm.
Florida tea. I don't know why, but he definitely gives Florida.
Jacob would be better on claws than Bad Boy Club.
Yes. He gives a Jacksonville tea.
Tampa.
Maybe.
Tampa.
Ooh, Tampa. I can see
Tampa.
that.
Mm-hmm.
No, what about a
Fort
I like
Lauderdale?
Tampa.
Fort Lauderdale.
Ooh, a party boy. Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rebel. Okay.
Wait, you know what? Never mind. I ain't even about to do that. You said, baby, you said party. I need to know if the T is capital or not.
You know, and I'm gonna just not a capital T, not a capital T and party. My goodness.
Listen, I'm just asking.
We just want to say that everything that we have said here is alleged. Everything is alleged. We do not need no.
Yes, it's all alleged.
Shout out to Alexander Rogers.
It's all alleged. It's all alleged. But
it's all alleged. Yes, but yes, not a capital T. I mean, it's hard for a Republican to look either Florida or Texas, so you know. Yeah, it's a hard Republican look. Definitely a conservative look.
Baby. It is.
I told you them fake news shades. Like,
you know what? It is very West Virginia tea. Giving a West Virginia tea.
Yes, I could see that.
Kentucky.
Jalil said everyone has their own hygiene products. It's funny because in the bathroom, everyone has their stuff separate, all cute. Okay. Yes, this is my stuff. You know, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
They got the insurance soap like they was on College Hill.
I said, not y'all sharing a bar of soap. Like,
I was like, yeah, I definitely not gonna share a bar of soap. That's y'all can share liquid soap maybe because you know that's just that's no contact.
But she said, boy,
soap,
she was like, oh boy, was leaving hair on the soap. I was like, And his soap, or y'all
And I
using and
hope it's
sharing
a
the same.
washcloth, and I hope it's not just the bar on your body, because that's even worse.
Ooh, that is just nasty. Anybody
That
that
is
don't
just
wash
worse.
their ass with a washcloth, you're a nasty motherfucker. You deserve to be pepper sprayed. You deserve to have the whole can of pepper spray just emptied on your ass. That is just some foul ass shit. And we rabbit
My
hole.
goodness.
But since we on the
We
topic of
are.
hygiene, wash your ass with a washcloth. Like
I can't.
no hand, no just bar soap, baby. No, you need a washcloth. Okay, and we gonna stand on that.
On that note, hey Trey Carter, thank you for being here. Appreciate you
Yes,
for
thank you
being
for being
here.
here.
Yes, just made the live. Didn't see the topic episode. Yeah, so the topic right now is just hygiene. I guess they have their own hygiene products, which is cute.
Mm-hmm.
We said we don't share bar soap over here,
No,
with a
ma'am.
washcloth.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this has been the review. Like I said, we're just kind of hanging out. Anything y'all want to talk about? Anything we didn't touch on? That y'all want to talk about? Oh yeah, of course. Thank you for being here, Trey. But yes, anything y'all want to talk about? Thank you for the 10 people that are here. Um, yeah, in case we missed anything, definitely here for highlighting comments and responding to comments right now. Um, let me see. Who do you think is gonna go home first? Let's just Alex. Okay.
Alex or Diego?
I think Diego. I think Diego might go home first. Diego is kind of giving Poppy tease, like he doesn't stay for the for the whole season. He just kind of he's like the intro, and then somebody else comes and replaces him. Like whoever else replaces him is gonna be maybe like a Calvin, like a more.
Because in I think the Super trailer, they show like I believe two replacements going at it. And you know I love when replacements go at it. When a replacement comes and then another replacement comes and the previous
Yes.
replacement acts like they weren't just there a fucking week ago. I love that. I don't know who the replacement is that's gonna replace the first boy to go home. Like, but yes, I definitely see Diego being the first person to go home.
I also maybe see Justice going home first.
Really?
I could see Justice going home just because I feel like Justice has already been through a lot, and I don't feel like he's a fighter. So I feel like he's already kind of becoming over it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, especially after getting popped in the mouth.
And he's a model.
Yeah.
He got popped at a moneymaker. So
like
I'll probably be a little bit over it too.
But yeah, I could see those people going home. Which bad boys hygiene we discussing? Well, I guess just in general, because I guess Jalil said that. Let me highlight this comment. Jalil said that they all have their separate stuff. But we was talking about on College Hill. Shout out to College Hill. How I guess some people they were sharing bars of soap, which I thought was a little. Bars of soap are pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
Like you can get the Dr. Bronner one for like a good $5. Like I don't think you need to share, but to each his own, I guess. But yeah, Magic User said, "Oh yeah, Trey, I saw your last live and mostly agree with everything you said about chasing. It was hilarious, but I had a sinus infection, so I caught the replay. Oh, thank you so much for even supporting. Yeah, yes, Troy. I just feel like you've been doing. Oh, not to cut you off, but I just feel like you've been like when you do them by yourself, like they're really good. Like you really.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Being the Carisha of the situation when I'm out of office. Like
I could have been
keeping the name afloat.
Damn, who else was I was gonna say Remy Ma Papoose, but they intimate and we don't get that type of tea. So no, I'm definitely not Carisha. I'm nobody's Carisha.
No, I just mean you held it down while I was out.
Right. I get that, but when I think Carisha, I think Diddy, and then I think Golden Showers. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You don't.
I'm not about to get pissed on by Salted Bottom. Like I do not got time for that. I do not have time for that.
But yes, yeah, shout out to that for doing your doing a live on your own. Feel free to check that one out. But yeah, what are you hoping to be shown with the guys this season? That's an interesting question. So I think this season I really want to see, I just want to see more of their life. Like I get that they're bad boys club, they're bad boys and they're in the bad boys club. And you know, we want the drama, we want the hooking up, but I just want to see more well-rounded people because like I feel like they have the opportunity to be relatable, and I feel like we can like all benefit from seeing the relatability on screen. So like
Mhm.
I don't know, like I definitely want to see like just a, I want to peek into like their lives and like what they have going on. Hopefully they're vulnerable enough to do that. And I want to see that. I want to see people bond too. I want to see people
I
connect.
was just about to say that. I want to see
Yeah.
more bonding activities. Like
Hmm.
I actually want to see these boys build like some type of like brotherhood and
Right.
actually be able to like maybe I don't know call each other 5, 10 years from now and be able to have a conversation or congratulate each other on like their success. But that's what I'm really
Right.
looking forward to this season, like some type of bonding or some type of like group therapy or some type of group counseling session where everybody can
Hmm.
just share like past traumas or some form where they're vulnerable with each other, and that's what I'm looking for this season.
I could see that. I'm with you on that.
That would be really dope.
Um, Magic User said, Justice Models, why would you come on to a fight show? That's true.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because it's giving a
Especially
slim from
starting shit.
BGT 12.
Yeah, I'm just like, I would just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, because if you're not a fighter, you're not a fighter, you know, like
Right.
it just is what it is. But I also, you know, am here for him sticking up for himself, you know.
True.
Because I do think D was doing the most. Do you guys think it was a good wait time between seasons? Last season, when did this last season end?
In like June, July. I'm gonna say like
I think
May,
so. I
June.
think the problem with some shows is that like they don't give us a chance to miss them. You know, like back in the day, like reality TV, it would
Yeah,
be like a
right.
half year before the
Yeah,
next season came out. So I kind of like miss that. Like give us a chance to miss you. And then on top of that, like I like the more time that you have away, the more you can work on like things, you know? So I like that. I think this was a good amount of time away, like a good like half
yeah.
year,
Hmm.
you know, or something like that. Um, but yes, College Hill was the best. Loved College Hill. Bubs, shout out to Bubs
Yes.
being in the building. Bubs the
Yes.
God.
Shout out to
Yes.
Buzz. Thank you for being
Appreciate you. Thank
here.
you for
And
being
shout out to
here.
everybody that's in the
Yes.
chat, everybody that's watching right now. Again, shout out to
Um,
everybody that's gonna watch on the playback.
yes, yes, yes. Funny enough, College Hill had a white will too, but we liked
Yes. White Will
a
was
white
big. White
will.
Will is still big. Virgin
White will.
Islands.
With the braids?
Yeah. Not I'm not sorry,
Oh.
not Virgin Islands, South Beach. The one with Brandon, Kyle, the rib gate,
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh
Terry
yeah, he was
Milan.
cute. Yeah, I do remember him. Yes.
Jamaican. The one we couldn't do, the one that we didn't know was Jamaican. The one who always had to tell us that he was
That's
half
the real
Jamaican.
mulatto prince, baby. Like,
Yes. Just started looking at me, you couldn't tell I was Jamaican. Paul, what are we talking about right now?
right.
What the fuck are you talking about right
I'm
now?
like,
Yeah, but
your
Paul was
racial
bad.
makeup can't be your personality trait. Like, you
Baby.
gotta bring something else to the table. But
And the
yes, I do
biracials love to
love.
let you know that they're biracial. It's like, bitch, that's the
Listen,
only thing you can bring to the table?
I,
Digressing.
listen.
Anyway, but shout out to Conchil, shout out to Paul. Paul, if you
Yes,
watch this, call me, baby.
yes.
Listen.
If you need your hair braided, um,
Okay?
Cooking
Okay.
place. I'm here for the vulnerability as long as it's not weaponized because that trope is higher. Yes, I do feel like that's a reason why a lot of people aren't vulnerable because they know that people might turn around and be like, "You was talking about blah 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 blah," and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, but that was a vulnerable moment, and you know that makes people want to be more, you know, guarded. But I
Right.
do hope that they get to a point, at least some of them, even if it's not the whole group, they're able to be vulnerable with each other and like let you know each other know about each other's issues and bond and stuff.
Right.
Um, True Damon, I'm surprised Alfred didn't pop up in the show somewhere in his swindle.
Pop. Goodness.
Oliver, baby. You know Oliver be everywhere. Shout out
Oh
to Oliver.
yeah.
I'm just like,
Oliver
let
be in these
us.
streets.
That would be a kid if he popped up on here though. Like, goddamn, Oliver. Oh my god. Like, we get it. We get it. We love we here for it. I don't mind Oliver. You just everywhere. Let us miss you.
Mhm.
Um okay, so yeah, we said that who did we say? Oh, I said Justice was probably gonna go home
Diego.
first,
Oh,
and
I
you
would
said
say
Diego.
Diego.
I feel like Diego is there to stay though for some reason. I feel like he's a little messy, but like I feel like he's also like not easily ran. He's not gonna be easily ran out the house, if that makes sense.
Like I want Diego to stay, but just the first episode, he kept saying like, "Oh, I feel like the outcast. Like I feel like the outcast." So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I want him to stay, but I don't know. I just his vibe right now. I kind of see him like want to leave and go back to his men's, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
His men's, yes, with an S. His
Pearl baby.
and a Z. Yes. Like his men's instances.
Yes.
Like, yeah, shout out to that. You think he was looking for another situation? I mean, he already got you think he's trying to form a harem? That's why he got in the jacuzzi butt naked.
Nick, yep.
Because he
Yep.
already got
Nick,
two. I feel like he's trying to get
mhm.
a harem started, you know.
Didn't somebody else come on one of these shows with a harem? Well, I know Young Bird had a harem. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 1.
Okay.
Case had a harem last season. That's what it was.
Ooh, yep.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Case was having and beating the girls.
Jalil said, "How many episodes y'all hoping that this season will have?" Honestly, I think a cute 10 episodes would be good.
Mhm.
Maybe 10 to 10 episodes would be nice.
I want to say 11, 10 episodes, and then 1 episode for the reunion.
Yes, I love a 1 episode reunion. I can't take the multiple parts. I get why they do it, but it's just like, oh my god, I just want to see all of it. I just want a one and done reunion.
Right.
That's it. But yeah, hoping 10 episodes, maybe 11 episodes. That
Mhm.
would be cute. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this season has to offer. I'm already I think the cast is interesting. So far, I feel like the dynamics are already interesting. They're in Texas. It's a little more diverse. They got more
Mhm.
Latin people. It's they don't have yeah, it's more diverse. I think this will be interesting, especially compared to some of the other shows where they've had black people and Latin people, and it's kind of been segregated almost.
Mhm.
They've kind of went to their respective race groups. They don't really talk to each other. So I wonder how this is gonna be shown. Seeing that we got 3 Latin people, and then what 3 black people, or is it
Yes.
4?
Well, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Because Darian's mixed. I'm assuming he's white and black.
Oh, right, because he's mixed. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because he's biracial. My goodness.
My goodness. I wonder if he's bisexual. You know what? That's Aaron. That's Aaron. Light skins are my weakness, Thomas. That's bisexual.
The way he was looking into D's eyes, I doubt it. The way he was sitting on D's lap, I doubt it. But
he could be a bisexual bottom. You know the type of you know what? We're not even about to go there.
Come on, representation. Come on, representation. Here for it.
I wonder if Darian is a bisexual bottom. I wonder how many kids he got on the way. Because you know the bisexual girls love the bisexual bottoms. They love breeding the cisgender women.
I can't. Who's doing the bending?
Oh goodness.
Magic User said Diego was kind of giving X09 X26X, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait.
That's that Twitter page, baby.
What's
them Latinos? I think it's 3 of them, and maybe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So OnlyFans type of, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean he's not, he's not bad looking at all. I think this cast is a cute cast. I think everybody
very attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, very attractive cast.
Yeah, but we're gonna see what happened, what people get into. Yes, Trey. Yes, you got these heathens. My goodness, all these heathens in this live. I don't know nothing about that.
I'm sure you don't.
About that.
I'm sure you don't.
I don't know nothing about that. Okay. I'm saved and sanctified over here. I don't know nothing about no Twitter pages. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, if that's all, we gonna get out y'all hair. Hopefully I gotta highlight this. Troy, stay on demon time. My
My
goodness.
goodness, that's all clear on
Well,
me. No,
well,
wait a damn
well.
minute.
And you was right. It is like
I have to keep the I, I think it was spicy for listen, I do what I do. And when I do what I do, I get respect. So that's all I'm gonna
hey,
say. Shit.
put some respect. Yo, there's respect put upon your name. Know that.
Listen,
Like,
you know it's crazy. I talked about Diego driving like a Dodge Ram. My
mhm.
bae drives a Dodge Ram. So I'm very familiar with that truck. And I know, listen, I'll be on demon time in a Dodge Ram, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
My goodness. Nah, they make great stuff, Damon. Check them out. Join the demons. My goodness.
It is.
I don't know about that. It's definitely giving devil and angel on my shoulder. Like, definitely.
What's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with that. It is.
My goodness. But yes, yeah, this has been our review for the first episode of
Mm-hmm.
season 8 of Bad Boys Club, produced by Gemini Films, called Drunken Mistakes. Of course, definitely catch the playback. Tell of course, share the playback,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
if you'd be so kind. And yeah, we'll be here next Monday to see what other shenanigans the boys into.
Damn it! I couldn't even do it. Whoop, whoop. We'll actually be here Friday night. We're doing the Chasing Dallas
Oh
live
yeah,
review.
but we'll be back here for Bad Boys
For
Club,
Bad Boys Club.
next Monday. But yes, you'll also see us Friday
Yeah.
for a double feature for
Yes.
Chasing Dallas. So much
Mm-hmm.
Dallas talk right now.
A
It's
lot
gonna
of
be
Dallas
definitely
talk.
interesting. Like,
Ain't no top talk going on right now. Thank God. It's about to get
it's
some top
quiet, ain't
talk
no
going
back
on.
talk.
I can't fucking stand you. Okay, Nikki.
Baby.
All this back talk, but ain't got no mouthful money back talk, baby. Listen.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I can't.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for keying with us. Thank you for putting up
Mm-hmm.
with us in our foolishness. But yes, we definitely can't wait to cover this season. We look forward to having some guests on,
Yes.
maybe even some of the previous bad boys and some of the current bad boys
Mm-hmm.
that are on this season. So yeah, just stay tuned. You never know who's gonna peep in and join our review. So
Yes.
yeah, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna let y'all go on this good Monday night. Anything to say before we
Mm-hmm.
leave the people?
No, I just want to say I'm excited for the season. I just want to thank everybody for coming through. Like Damon said, keying with us on this good Monday night.
Yes. Well, this has been Key and Carrie. Where we key.
And we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.